Research has shown that being near, in, on, or underwater can provide a long list of benefits for our mind and body, including lowering stress and anxiety, increasing an overall sense of well-being and happiness, a lower heart and breathing rate, and safe, better workouts. How can you not be in good mood when you see this huge, beautiful, deep blue, second largest bodies of water on our planet? In this video, we're going to show you the top 5 largest lakes in the Philippines. So without further delay, let's get into it. Top 5 on our list. Nauhan Lake. Nauhan Lake is a freshwater lake in the Philippines, located in the northeastern corner of the province of Oriental Mindoro in Mindoro Island. The lake is the fifth largest in the country and the main geographical feature of the Nauhan Lake National Park. The entire area is a Ramsar wetland site since 1999. The lake is bounded by the town of Nauhan to the north and northeast, the town of Victoria to the west, the town of Socorro to the south and southeast, and the town of Pala to the east. Mount Nauhan, an elevation of 1,380 feet and one of the inactive volcanoes of the country, is situated northeast of the geographic center of the lake. Several thermal springs and sulfurous are reported to exist on the eastern border of the lake. The lake's watershed covers about 30,000 hectares or 300 square kilometers. The lake is fed by 7 creeks from the east, 3 creeks from the west, and 2 rivers from the south. The lake has only one outlet, the Botas River, which flows north then heads east after the Lumangbayan River joins and empties to Tablas Strait at Barangay Lumangbayan, Nauhan. The lake, approximately 8,125 hectares in area, is the main feature of the protected area classified as a national park known as the Nauhan National Park. The lake and adjoining areas, totaling 21,655 hectares, were declared a national park on March 27, 1956 through Proclamation Number 282 by former President Ramon Magsaysay. The park has existing facilities for tourism and recreational activities, which include picnic tables and house and quarters located at Minglit Point. A guardhouse is located at Barangay Malabo in Victoria Town, and a watchtower is located at Senro and Pasig Socorro. The park caters to recreational activities such as boating, picnics, bird watching, educational tour, and scientific research. Also, the park is considered the widest breeding place of marsh birds and has a quarterly biodiversity monitoring system, which includes bird counting. Aside from the migratory birds that overwinter in the lake, indigenous and endemic aquatic species are also found in the lake, such as mallet or banak, big-eye trevally or talakwidok, and the freshwater crocodile or buaya are protected and conserved. There are also indigenous freshwater fishes that thrive in the lake, including mudfish or dalag in Tagalog, goby or biya, and milkfish or bangos. Exotic fishes like three-spot gourami, Nile tilapia, and common carp have been introduced to the lake. Commercial or large-scale fishing is banned in the lake. Fishing with the use of passive gear such as the gill net is allowed to provide a livelihood to hundreds of small fishers living around the lake. Top 4 on the list, Lake Mainit. Lake Mainit is the fourth largest lake in the Philippines, having a surface area of 173.40 square kilometers or 66.95 square miles. The lake is also the deepest lake in the country with a maximum depth reaching 223 meters or 732 feet. It is located in the northeastern section of Mindanao and shared between the provinces of Surigao del Norte and Agusan del Norte. The lake is fed by 28 river tributaries. Its only outlet is the Kalinawan River that flows into Butuan Bay. It is called mainit or hot lake because the water is warm, not just because of the heat of the sun, but it has two sources of hot springs. These are the activities that can be done in Lake Mainit: bathing, boating, fishing, and bird watching. The surrounding of the lake is home to various animal species, such as Mindanao Scops Owl, Mindanao Savannah Nightjar, Mindanao Himalayan Swiftlet, Mindanao Forest Kingfisher, White-breasted Seagull, Philippine Wild Ducks, Monkeys, and Wild Pigs. For the fishes, it has freshwater eel or kasili, mudfish or dalag, gurami, bolinao, common carp, and tilapia. The population of the once abundant giant mottled eel, or the Angola marmorata, has drastically declined, resulting from massive fishing on adult eels during their seasonal spawning along Kalinawan River. A fisheries management program is being integrated into the Lake Mainit development agenda to help restore Lake Mainit fisheries resource to sustainable levels. Top 3 on the list, Taal Lake. Taal Lake, or Lawa ng Taal in Tagalog, formerly known as Bumbon Lake, is a freshwater caldera lake in the province of Batangas on the island of Luzon in the Philippines. The lake fills the Taal volcano, a large volcanic caldera formed by very large prehistoric eruptions between 500,000 and 100,000 years ago. It is the country's third largest lake. Volcano Island, the location of the volcano's historical eruptions and responsible for the lake's sulfuric content, lies near the center of the lake. The Taal volcano last erupted on January 12, 2020, displacing more than 376,000 people from surrounding towns. Taal Lake was once an inlet of nearby Balayan Bay and was easily navigable from it. A series of major eruptions in the early 18th century battered the lakeside towns with earthquakes and volcanic debris. As the lake was previously connected to the sea, it is home to many endemic species that have evolved and adapted to the desalination of the lake's waters. The lake has a freshwater adapted population of trevally. This fish, also found in Pansipit River, is locally called malipoto. Its most popular endemic species is the overharvested Sardinalia tawilis, a freshwater sardine. The two other endemic fish species in Taal Lake are the gobies, Natulepis volcanus, and Rhinogobius flavoventris. Taal Lake is also home to one of the world's rarest sea snakes, Hydrophis semperi. This particular species is only one of two true sea snakes that are known to live entirely in fresh water. Bull sharks used to be part of the lake's once diverse ecosystem, but were extirpated by the locals in the 1930s. Here are some activities people can do when visiting Taal Lake and Taal Volcano: boating, horseback riding, trekking, camping, and sightseeing. Top 2 in the list: Lake Lanao. Lake Lanao, or Lake Ranao in Maranao people, is a large ancient lake in the Philippines, located in Lanao del Sur province, in the country's southern island of Mindanao. With a surface area of 340 square kilometers or 130 square miles, it is the largest lake in Mindanao and the second largest lake in the Philippines, and counted as one of the 15 ancient lakes in the world. The lake was formed by the tectonic volcanic damming of a basin between two mountain ranges and the collapse of a large volcano. It has a maximum depth of 122 meters or 400 feet and a mean depth of 60.3 meters or 198 feet. The water of the Lake Lanao comes from five major river tributaries. Its only outlet is the Agos River, which flows northwest into Iligan Bay via two channels, one over the Maria Cristina Falls and the other over the Tinago Falls. A hydroelectric plant installed on the Lanao Lake and Agos River system generates 70% of the electric used by the people of Mindanao. The lake is home to myths and legends of the Mindanao tribe. The name Mindanao was derived from the name of the lake, and it means the people living around the lake. It supports a major fishery and is important for recreational activities including boating, swimming, and sport fishing. The fish catch of the local fish farmers is now dominated by introduced alien species such as eluted or katolong to the locals, mudfish, catfish, fry and white goby, tilapia, climbing perch, freshwater eels, and some freshwater shrimp species. Sad to say, there were no more fish species that were found from the catch which are endemic to the lake. It is believed that overfishing, pollution, and competition from introduced species caused the extinctions. Top 1 on the list: Laguna de Bay. Laguna de Bay, also known as Laguna Lake, is the largest lake in the Philippines. It is located southeast of Metro Manila, between the provinces of Laguna to the south and Rizal to the north. It is a large shallow body of fresh water in the heart of Luzon Island with an aggregate area of about 911 square kilometers or 352 square miles and a shoreline of 220 kilometers or 140 miles. It is considered to be the third largest inland body of water in Southeast Asia. The lake has an average depth of 2.8 meters or just about 9 feet and 2 inches, and it sees water is discharged through the Pasig River and its elevation at about 1 meter or 3 feet and 3 inches above sea level. The lake is shaped like a crow's foot, with two peninsulas jutting out from the northern shore. Between these peninsulas, the middle lobe fills the large volcanic Laguna caldera. In the middle of the lake is the large island of Taal, which falls under the jurisdiction of the municipalities of Dinanunan and Cardona in Rizal. The lake is one of the primary sources of freshwater fish in the country. Its water drains to Manila Bay via the Pasig River. The lake is fed in its 21 major tributaries. Among these is the Pagsamhan River, which is the source of 35% of the lake's water. The Santa Cruz River, which is the source of 15% of the lake's water. The Marikina River through the Mangahan floodway. The Mangangate River, the Tunasan River, the San Pedro River, the Caboya River, the San Cristobal River, the San Juan River, the Bae, Calo, and Maitem rivers in Bae, the Mulawin, Dampalit, and Pili rivers in Los Baños, the Pangil River, the Tanay River, the Morong River, the Siniloan River, and the Sapang Bajo River. The lake is a multi-purpose resource. In order to reduce the flooding in Manila along the Pasig River, during heavy rains, the peak water flows of the Marikina River are diverted via the Mangahan floodway to Laguna de Bay, which serve as a temporary reservoir. In case the water level on the lake is higher than the Marikina River, the flow on the floodway is reversed. Both Marikina River and the lake drained through Pasig River to Manila Bay. Other uses include fishery, aquaculture, recreation, food support for the growing duck industry, irrigation, because of its importance in the development of the Laguna de Bayo region. Unlike other lakes in the country, its water quality and general condition are closely monitored. This important water resource has been greatly affected by development pressures like population growth, rapid industrialization, and resources allocation. Water is life. The present generation must be united to take actions for the preservation and conservation of all bodies of water, as well as the biodiversity in it. If only we knew how to balance the ecosystem, then we can achieve an abundant, happy, and peaceful life which can be passed on to the next generations. If you like this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we have new upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you on our next video.